Yo. All right, guys. Apparently this other mic was dead. Okay. What's up, Jonathan? What's up, Tim? What's up, Unlimited? What's up, Amanda? Jonathan, I got a secret for you, dog. I got a secret for you, dog. What are we looking at right here, boys? We've never come to this location. Now, Jonathan, I'm gonna need you to relax, dog. I know you're gonna wanna jump out there and you're gonna get excited. You're gonna see this. You're gonna be all like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Those are the docks I was talking about. But you're gonna need to relax. We're gonna work through the progressions, bro. We are gonna work through the progressions, and more than likely my butt is wet, guys, but that's not my concern. Apparently, I didn't cover the boat last night, so my butt is wet. My knees are wet, and I mean, probably other portions of my body are wet, but Jonathan, you're gonna also have to, I mean, you have the moderator to thank for this, because she was in your corner and said, hey, maybe you should go fish that area that Jonathan had suggested. Because I was like, I would never. The moderator said, hey, baby, it's a good idea. So, you know. Okay, mental note. Cast king, aggressive cast, and a guide. They do not go well together. All right, guys. This is day 30 times 3, plus some double-digit number and change of consecutive days of fishing. We are currently in 6 feet of water. Colin, what's up? Colin is out there, guys, sending me images of like good fish and the stars. Now, don't think we're getting weird or anything, guys, but that is what's happening. And I actually don't mind it. Jay, what's happening? Cuba Moon. I've never been in this area, so I'm gonna trim up. We are throwing Don's chatterbait. Down this bank. Now we will eventually get to these docks that Jonathan spoke of. These legendary docks that Jonathan. If you want to be Jonathan, you can, bro, but it's not necessary. We are in roughly 3 feet of water. Where's Creel? Because if there was going to be a day that I was going to fall in the water, today might be the day. Today might be the day, because apparently, dang it, that hurts. Apparently, after lunch, I decided to burn off some calories and go shoot hoops, I guess. And shooting hoops shooting hoops at whatever age I am is, I mean, it's an okay idea, but shooting hoops like you were way younger than I am, that doesn't always turn out in your favor. But I did it anyway, so you guys will see me do this a couple times. It's not because I am doing a pee dance. Nah, bros. It's because I gotta keep the legs moving so that they don't get sore. So they don't stiffen up. Lunch yesterday, bro. Lunch yesterday was okay. We went to this place in Arab called Midas Burger. And my review of Midas Burger is the burger was pretty good. It did have American cheese on it. I got a double bacon cheeseburger or something along those lines. It had American cheese, but that cheese was, I mean, so melted on the patty that, dude, it just became the patty. So that was good. But I would say one of the highlights of it, because the burger was good and that's cool, but the highlight, dog, which is gonna sound dumb, were the onion rings. And I know I should get like PTSD from the onion rings, but the onion rings, dude, those things were freaking crispy, dog. Those were the crispiest onion rings I've ever eaten in my life. I give those onion rings an 11 out of 10. They also had what seemed to be a hint of spice. I would assume it's in the batter and not the onion itself. But dude, whew, top-notch onion rings. The fries were okay. They were crispy. For my particular taste buds, they lacked a little bit of salt, but onion rings, they win the onion ring, best onion ring of all time award. And all time is a long time, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not like I'm a spring chicken. That was a top-notch onion ring. And every onion ring after that was as top-notch. In economics, I believe they refer to it as, I don't remember all of it, but it's like the point of diminishing return or something along those lines. And that, my friends, there was no diminishing return. Every single onion ring from the first to the last, in fact, it left me wanting more. They were crazy. Also, the burger was good, but we're not focusing on the burger, guys. Those onion rings, bro. Those were. Oh no, Alabama Bassin. I thought I was a spring chicken. I wasn't a spring chicken, but I mean, dude, I'm still gonna stand by my statement. I could guard LeBron. Based on what I saw yesterday, I was like, yeah, easy, bro. Easy. LeBron ain't got nothing on me. The only way I think that LeBron could beat me at basketball is if, well, I'm gonna body him up. You know what I'm saying, guys? Because I'm not a gentle basketball player. I'm not a finesse basketball player. I'm gonna body him up. Then he's gonna flop. It's the natural instinct of his. He's gonna flop, and then he's gonna flop on the floor. But we don't have anybody to wipe up the floor. So my defense involves aggressive cuts, aggressive attempts at stealing the ball, this, that, and the other. So because of that, after he's flopped, and maybe some tears are there as well, after he's done all that, well, that's going to make the floor extremely slippery. So there is a potential that I can be prone to injury at that point in time. Puro LA air there, bro. So that's how I believe that LeBron could get one on me. Other than that, bros, I think I still got him. And that was after the rust had to come off of every part of my body. And it was a lot of rust. In fact, there's probably still some rust right now. You're going to Hog Town? Colin, my question is, why would you have not started off on Hog Town to begin with? I would have lived in Hog Town my entire trip. So the scenery right here is nice. I have not seen any of the wildlife, but the scenery is nice. An hour away, dog? Okay, that makes sense. You see, we just need details to understand. Clark's Hill. I ain't been there in a minute. It is 5 feet of water right here. I'm thinking Alabama Bassin has access to national satellites. Where are you looking from, dog? Now this is the bridge where we caught a BBL plus last month, so we will hit that up. Give away. Oh, he was actually talking about water BBLs. Oh, that is good information, bro. Land BBLs are just gonna get me in trouble, so. Water BBLs, that's a different story. Dudes, if you guys had a house right here, how often would you go to top of the river? I'm afraid that the answer for me would be a lot of the time. Oh, my bad, dog. I will try to adhere to your sleeping schedule, but I just need to know it though. See, I was ignorant to your sleeping schedule. But if you could just kindly put it in the chat, then I will know when to run a Rodcast and when not to. 3.5 feet. Also, just so you know there, Derek, I still have that same hook tied on, bro. So if that's gonna give you nightmares, bro, it's day 2 with the same hook and you fell asleep, I assume. And we caught a 3 and change yesterday in the second round of the Rodcast. I'm being scolded for it, Rob. I'm being scolded for disrupting sleep patterns. But Rob is an OG of disrupted sleep patterns. He hates that I'm on in the afternoon because that's when he's trying to go to sleep. So potentially the Rodcast is a destructive force rather than a constructive force. Well, as long as I'm not under the bridge, bro, I won't lose signal. But sometimes it does make me lose hooks, but fortune rewards the bold, dog. And that is where BBLs reside. Do I see fish right here? Bro, currently my eagle polarized eyes see nothing. My Lowrance sees nothing. It's like 3 feet of water here. Terrible. Steve, what's up? Go get him, dog. I heard a splash, but it's not. It's not a big splash. All right, we are in 4 feet of water right here. Grass. Morning, Fred. Sorry to hear that about your baby and the Rapala. Two feet of water. So, in terms of skipping, I don't like skipping because if I miss, then somebody's dock is gonna get hit. And I don't wanna damage anybody's stuff. I'm a little too concerned about, or maybe I'm concerned just the right amount, about damaging people's property. So I'll poke around a dock, but I won't usually skip underneath it because my concern for their stuff. Fred likes the cut of my jib. Fred, though, I'm pretty sure I've seen you here a couple times, dog. And it took that long for you to sub? Dang, bro. It takes a lot to get your seal of approval. And I'm all right with that. It's too close. I'm all right with that, dog. I'll earn it. Ah. It's because the angle is too close right here, guys. At least for me. Terrible. Too close. Not doing that. It's from a distance, yeah, whatever, we can go skip, but not right there. Well, Jacob Wheeler probably has hit a dock or two, dog, but he could also probably pay for that dock or two. But I don't want to, one, have that conversation, two, I just don't want to. See, like right here, I cannot, me personally, I can't come from this side and cast that way. So I just avoid the thing altogether. The Rodcast keeps it real, bros. We will not go any further than we are comfortable going. So this looks like some high dollar stuff here, bro. This ain't your run of the mill docks. Watch this. Down the catwalk, yeah, I shake my little chatterbait. Down the catwalk. Who turned the camera? You guys didn't even get to see that. What the? How long has the camera been nowhere for you guys to see? Now I just sound like a dude who is singing Right Said Fred, and that's weird. But that's not the case, guys. I rarely, if ever, have a Senko tied on. Now I do have Senkos, but the prop on that boat looked super tiny. Also, guys, I had technically a nightmare last night that my prop got messed up. Steve, I probably have a glide bait in here, but the follow, it just breaks my heart, dog. If something follows it but doesn't eat it. Let me actually take a look. let me take a look. And I don't think it's a glide bait. It's a swim bait that I love, but I don't know if it's in here. And this is how we get trapped in big fish land, where nope. Where you zero or hero. I think this is in. But I do have this Shiner Glide. I forgot who made this. But anyways, where is it? This channel is about broken hearts? I don't know what you're talking about, Steve. But I will tell you that... Well, first, Steve, if you could explain how this channel is about broken hearts. Because the success rate of us landing fish is pretty high. And we don't use a net. All right, dudes, I do not have my Leatherman. So we are gonna have ourselves a time, because I do not have a Leatherman. I don't have a Leatherman, boys. This is going to be a problem. That is my surgical tool of choice. So what are we gonna do? How are we going to take hooks out and this, that, and the other? Yo, bromance. Following my heart out here and catching big bass. That's what's up, bromance. Bromance, we are following the same mentality out here. Son of a gun. Well, you will be missed. Not you, bromance. You are appreciated, bromance. What the No Leatherman today. All right, boys. I guess we will not be doing any of this stuff. This is currently 20-pound test. I have taken the knot out, but to the point where, son of a fish. Son of a fish. Oh well. Just life, homies. No pliers, no problem. Dudes, I'm on my trolling motor. I'm like, why am I not moving? Oh, my poles is down. Okay, now we can move. fish surgeon on the trip. Well, bromance, you're just a saint, bro. Getting out there, making sure that those fish don't have those hooks. That's what's up, dog. Are you using the surgical technique of bringing the hook out through the other side? That is what I use, bro. That is the technique of the bassassin to, if it's poked out the other side, grab it with the pliers that currently do not exist on the boat. And then from there, cutting the line off and pulling it out through the eye, and then the fish goes away with no problem. All right, guys, this probably is a little John, probably. Let's find out. But it was caught on Don's chatterbait. So let us have a waterside chat here with this fish. Looks like a little John, but this is the way to start off a morning, I guess. It is very not happy. So we got ourselves a potential little John. It feels a little light to be a BBL. It's a good sized fish. Thankfully, its mouth is big enough for us to stick our hand in it and try and get this chatterbait out. Its mouth is big, but its body is not as big as its mouth, which, I mean, that might be a decent descriptor for yours truly. This right here continues our streak of consecutive non-zeros, homie. This is 30 times 3 plus some double digit and change number of days. For the record, I did not do whatever is on that guy's head. This guy is shy of a BBL. This fish right here is just a little John. This fish is okay. If it had a little meat on it, then this would be a BBL. But currently, this, in the current state, is just a little John. If you look, it's got some kind of like cut on the top of its head. I didn't do that. I didn't do it. So, thank the good Lord that we have our continuous non-zero streak going. It is not a BBL Alabama bassin. Not a BBL. But again, thank the good Lord that our streak continues. Let's pack it up and go home, boys. Now, I'm not sure if that sentence was, let's pack it up and go, homeboys, like you guys are my homeboys, or if it was, let's pack it up and go, home, boys. I don't know exactly how that statement translated to you guys, but either way works, I guess. I will let you guys know that that fish weighed 3 pounds, 8 ounces. £3, 8 ounces. I think it was under Old Glory right there. That's what's up. That don't get any more American than that, bro. A tattered flag. We caught a Little John right underneath it. Old Glory. Time to move along. Well, hold on, guys. We haven't done this before, but the flag hasn't been in front of us, so I'm just going to bust out the Pledge of Allegiance like back in the day. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Boom, dog. Do I remember that from grade school? Washallah, dog. Now, one would say, maybe I should have taken off my hat, but I don't think it was the national anthem. I was just pledging my allegiance. Bro, so there's 0 people underneath this dock right now, but these fans are running. Why is that? If there's 0 people, are there ghosts? Is that how money works? You just leave your fans on? I'm telling you guys, if I had this house right here, there's a window open right there. If I had this house right there, bro, I would not have those fans on. But that's because I'm not from dinero, bro. If you're not from money, you might be scared to return to not from money. I feel like I should get off on that dock and turn the light switch to turn those fans off. Robot mowers? This is intriguing. Some yard Roombas, bro. I was looking into yard Roomba technology. Was not where I wanted it, but good enough. It's in the water. I think that's good enough. Hey, bros, remember that boat that we didn't know what it was? I think it's this boat right here. I think it was bringing like supplies and stuff to this area. All right, Rob. See, we need to work together here, bro. You need to let me know when you will be signing paperwork, and then that way we can work hand in hand. And I could know and be all like, oh, no fish catching till Rob gets back. It's a communication thing, bro. We just need to communicate. Oh, I've never fished here, bromance. I have never fished here. This was at the suggestion of Jonathan to fish this area. Now, initially, it was a very aggressive suggestion. And so we hit the brakes. What is going on here? I think my worm just wants to hang out on that little water toy. I don't want to hit docks, but here I am with a worm hitting a dock. Gently, though. So it was a rather aggressive suggestion, so we hit the brakes and said, Jonathan, we'll get there, dog. Just relax. Bromance, the Mother Nature does stop me, bro. When lightning comes around, that will stop me instantly. I will be gone. Faster than that lightning can hit the ground, I will be already on the trailer. Romance, I appreciate that compliment, but I feel like fish have small brains. So you're basically saying my fish IQ level is small brain. Whatever these fish are up to, cruising around. The lightning one, bro, I will take that one, dog. Though I do not have the hairs that other people have, which limits me in my ability to know when lightning is going to strike. The few hairs that I have, they signal to me, trucha way. And when I hear that, then I know it's time to bounce. If you guys ever hear the hairs on your head or your body or wherever say trucha way, you just got to get out of there as soon as you hear that. Trucha way. Second option for, I should put some thump gel on this. Second option for the hairs to say is aguas. When you hear aguas, same thing. You need to get out of there. Or you need to look around and see what's going on. Hey, bromance, Colin apparently did not know that that you had been taught in the ways of the teardrop. Colin was unaware of that. He might not have been there for that episode. Come lightning time, Rob, I will throw these looms, these G looms into, where I will sacrifice them. I'll throw them into the sky and run away. Colin scolded us, bro, for teaching you that. He scolded us. He said, are you trying to get him shanked? I was like, bro, I told him not to approach them, that their pain was too deep. But still, we got scolded. All right, guys, there's some kind of swings here. I'm not even gonna venture to guess what kind of swings these are, because that is a slippery slope, dangerous territory. But I will tell you that these swings are out in the open. So, anyways. Oh, the Canadian Air Force is here. We just got to fly over by the Canadian Air Force. Well, at least you didn't go to the emergency room, bro. I think that's his concern. He was concerned that you were gonna go to the emergency room, and I was like, bro, he's just bonding with a fellow human being. Fish finder says this is about like 2 feet of water. I'm not trying to beach silver right here. If I beach silver right here, Jonathan's gonna he's gonna use silver as like a dock and just be like, all right, let me fish off of silver real quick. Even though she'd be stationary, but he'd still fish off of her. She'd be like a museum. Yo, Derek, we were already in the humps yesterday, bro. That's where we caught that 3-pounder. You see, bro, if you fall asleep, things go on. The Rodcast is not one single person. The Rodcast is a collection of organisms, and we move on. Rob is right, humps will be hit. This structure or docks or whatnot, this is foreign to me. Is this a hotel right here? I thought top of the river was just this entire area. This is a hotel here, I assume. Someone please educate me here. Is this a hotel? It looks like a hotel. Make sure I make time for the next window. You're talking about the next bite window, bro, because yesterday we discussed bite windows. Those are condos? Huh. Rob, I believe is correct. Maybe. Based on the DirecTV satellites right there, I don't know. Condos. All right, I'm not messing around with this right here, guys. That's someone's work. I'm not gonna mess with it. Over here, we'll play. The Lodge. Very interesting. I don't see a lot of grass here. I mean, clearly I see it on my bait. Oh, how nice, look. That sprinkler right there, it's watering the grass under the water so that it could grow. That would be the sprinkler that is next to those 10 rocks. Oh, look at that other one right there is mainly watering the grass. I mean, the water. That's super nice. And they turned off because they didn't want to get exposed right there, bros. The Rodcast is exposing things that you guys did not know. Bromance, currently I am feeling a little bit sore in my legs because... Is that you, Rob? Way over there. Double honk if that's you, Rob. We have to wait. There's a little bit of a delay. That is not Rob. Yeah, bromance. So apparently after lunch, I decided to play some basketball, burn off some calories and stuff. And now my legs are getting kind of sore, which is expected. Tomorrow will be the worst of it. So again, bromance, if you see me moving my legs like this, it is not because I am doing the mic off moment dance. It is because I am a little sore and I don't want my legs to stiffen up. Yo, what up, GM? Dude, I was thinking that The Gunners Villains song? There's a key piece missing to the Gunners Villains, bros. And that is the stash. He's not in the Gunners Villains song. Okay, there's grass here. I don't know how that oversight happened, but the stash is not in the Gunners Villains song. Apparently the only ones in that song are, I feel like Bromance has never heard the song, are me, GM, Creel, Unlimited, and Colin. I mean, the only ones that are named. Gunners Villains are the Gunners Villains, bros. It just is, but the only ones that are specifically named are those guys. Derek, you ain't never seen the stash. You ain't never seen Mustache Maniac, bro? The Mustache Maniac, bro, is... he's pivotal to the Rodcast. But he only shows up once in a blue moon. Well, I would like to take credit for the jams, bro, but the jams are not mine. The jams are 22's. He makes them for us, and the only credit I can take is the stupidity that spawns the first thought process, and then after that, it's out of my hands. Bro, if you are interested in seeing who the stash is, you could watch the July 4th episode. That is a good introduction to, I mean, these guys will agree, that is a good introduction to the stash. Yo, Jonathan, that says no trespassing right there, dog. What's up with that? How does one fish this area if not on a boat? Michael, what's happening, dog? Top of the morning to you. We are at top of the river. See what I did there? Throw a dizzy. Throw a dizzy. Throw a dizzy. Very interesting choice of words there. They almost sound like a directive. What state am I in? What's up, Canadian Air Force? I am in the state of Alabama. Confusion is correct. Bromance better or more accurately described it. A state of confusion. But I am not in the state, I am in the state of confusion, but I am not confused. He is just describing Alabama as a state of confusion. Which, bromance, you're out here saying stuff about these Alabamians, which I am now one of them. I am now one of them. So I believe that I thus will be part of this state of confusion. What was that? Let's see, Will says, grew up in the cove or in the next cove. You are in lizard territory. Bro, you can ask me whatever questions you want, dog, and I will attempt to answer them. If I'm using a faster moving bait, it's a little harder for me to answer them because I got to pay attention to, keep winding and whatnot. But if I am throwing a slower moving bait, then I'll definitely do my best to answer, dog. It's not a big deal. That's what the Rodcast is, dog. We're just out here fishing around and finding out, dog. We don't take fishing too seriously, dog. We're out here having a good time with the homies. If we catch some BBLs, we catch some BBLs. If not, well, yo, dog, we spent some time on the water. Spent some time with the homies. Had some laughs. What else do we need? That's what a fishing trip is made of. Jonathan, I'm gonna tell this gentleman right here that you say hi. I don't know who he is. He's just a dude standing right there, top of the river. Oh, wait, never mind. He's a Cook's guy. He's not gonna know who you are. Never mind, bro. Or at least he looks like he's a Cook's guy. He's definitely an exterminator. What are my top 3 best lures that I would recommend? All right, first and foremost, if you are throwing a Texas rig, my dude, I would throw this BizBait Mag Dizzy, dog. It's pretty simple. This is what it looks like, player. Minus the grass, but that's what it looks like. I usually throw it in Green Pumpkin Magic. This bait right here, as long as you work it slow, dude, bro, pop it out the grass. I don't know exactly where you're fishing, but I would throw this bait right here. A BizBait Mag Dizzy. If you are running something fast to get through the grass, a chatterbait would be my next option right there, bro. And then third, I do like a shaky head, bro, but I am more of a chill fisherman, right? So if you are trying to cover water, then that's a different ball game. But if you're just chill fishing, dog, and you can stand being patient and just throwing some things, then I would throw a shaky head in the grass or on the rock. But if I was throwing it on the rock, what up, dog? Is that Jonathan in the flesh? Oh, guys, Jonathan's at the door. Look at him, bros. Look at him. That's Jonathan at the door. Jonathan in the flesh. You guys might not be able to see him. He's way over there. I thought the Cook's guy was talking to me, but it wasn't the Cook's guy. It was Jonathan. Tee-hee, will they know me as Tater? Oh, Jonathan just disappeared. Jonathan disappeared, I believe. Maybe he went into work. I don't know what his hours are. Now, I'm not exactly sure what he was talking about, Tater. But also, Jonathan, I met you halfway here, dog. I didn't throw a mag dizzy. I threw a shaky head instead. That way, we didn't go and get into a directive situation here, where we were directed to throw a bait. Because at that point in time, we have to draw the line and be like, come on, guys. Suggestions are always welcome. Directives, well, we are but men. We are but men. Now, where did Will say, oh, that tree. That's the tree Will's talking about. I was about to throw on top of that dock. I was trying to throw on the side of the dock, but the wind blew me off to the... That is a big tree right there, Will. We will check it out. No pun intended right there, Will, but we will check it out. What does it say on the roof, dog? It says Topo the river. Top, O with an apostrophe, the river. Topo the river. Top of the morning to you, bro. Jonathan, I will be in this general region, because of course we got to go fish that dock over there. The bridge, in this general region. If I am still here, because we are fishing till 11-ish, and then I got to do some stupid adulting. So, assuming that I am in this general region, bro, and you have passed the background check, then, bro, you can jump on silver and we'll just go fishing a bit, assuming that you're allowed to fish. Yo, I appreciate that, Michael. Yo, Tater, FYI, one of your wooden studs right here is broken. I don't know what that means for stability, but I'm just saying. Somebody should take a look at that. And Michael, do not feel like you have to limit your questions to fishing, bro. We talk about all kinds of stuff on the Rodcast. Now, some of the opinions on here might not reflect that of the Rodcast, but yeah, bro, why do they call you Tater? Michael wants to know, why do they call you Tater? We're going chatterbait, and then we are going to those trees over there where Will had dropped the knowledge and said, yo, hit up those trees, dog. Those trees are ancient and they hold bass, not on land. He said this was lizard territory. Like lizard people? Yo, what up? Brah. Brah in the house. It used to be tater bug, but that was when I was a baby. All I would eat was sweet potatoes. Doug, the only other person I know, and they're fictitious, or fictional, to be named Tater is that, and this is gonna be weird, is that chick from Yellowstone. Did that cause you a problem at that point in time? Because also that chick from Yellowstone, she's kind of weird. Have I caught a fish today? Let's see here. Have I caught a fish today? I have, dog. I have caught a single fish, bro. Singular. One fish. Two fish, no, but one fish, yes. The Ron White joke got me. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, look at the Canadian Air Force. Mike, I appreciate you thinking that I know what's going on. But sometimes looks can be deceiving. Ha! Look at that. The Canadian Air Force just landed all over that grass right there. I don't know who that belongs to. But the Canadian Air Force, yo, that looks like an invasion to me, boys. We are being invaded by the Canadian Air Force. It looks to be like a dirt beach. I have never been on this section of the lake. There are a lot of docks here. Does top of the river expect this many people to show up and eat at one time? Am I missing some kind of mode of transportation that people will say, let's jump in our boats and go to the top of the river? And everybody just comes over here, kind of like they had their SUVs and they would all just come over here? Is this something common that I don't know about? I mean, keep in mind, I don't come from money, so I don't know if this is just a usual thing that I have not experienced. Let's see here. Damn, bro. Brah, son. Won the Michigan National Junior State Championship last weekend. That's what's up. Congratulations to those homies, bro. And again, bro, you can send the photos, any photos you got of those fish or them enjoying themselves, doing their thing. You can send that to latinbassassin@gmail.com. And that goes out to anybody if you want to put some shine on your fish. You can send them to latinbassassin@gmail.com and we will attempt to put them on here. Usually we're pretty good about that, but sometimes, I mean, I've burnt my screen with from watching my own Rodcast. What do you call it? I burnt it. So sometimes they don't come out as clear, and sometimes they're just glare, so it doesn't come out as clear. But yes, if you let those little homies know that, I say congratulations, dogs. Handling business. Dang, bros. Now I feel bad because Jonathan's going to be just looking out the window and being all like, dang, that idiot's over there fishing. Throw right. Will. Again, directives on the Rodcast are usually not taken and executed. Suggestions and comments are always accepted. But straight directives. I am going to direct myself to get some water because I am without water in all of the morning. And that is not the way to survive out on the water. That's the other thing, bros. While I was playing basketball, I jammed one of my fingers I jammed one of my fingers. It's on my left hand, so no big deal. Nobody uses their left hand. That's weak. But it is on my left hand, so. Photo sent. Let's check them out. Ethan and Hud. Ethan and Hud. Watch out, little bros. We will put the rod down because that's how much shine we want to put on these guys. These guys right here put in some work. Ethan and Hud. Now, brah, do you give me permission to post these on the community page? Of my channel. That way it comes out clearer. It will come out clearer on there if I download it and I post it. All right, then I assume I'll remember, dog. I have not posted. I posted the, you know what? Let's just do it right now. I'm doing a slow moving bait. I should be able to just handle it. If there was a bite, I would catch it no problem. I'm gonna have to get out of my stream though. Let's see, what did they win? Michigan Bass Nation Junior State Champion. Okay. Boom. Done, brah. Whoops. Hold on. Not so done. Now that's so done. All right, guys. Now we get back in the game. Yo, peace out, Derek. All right, guys, we are going to go hit up that rip wrap. There should be 1 or 2 on that riprap. Then we're gonna hit up that bridge. I do not know what time it is. It is 8:14. Oh, Jonathan, I saw those hooks, bro. They're weird. I appreciate the offer, but we are gonna cruise over to... They were somewhat weird looking. I didn't see them until later on when I realized that someone had sent me an email, and I was like, what? Jonathan sent me an email? Oh, we have fished that area before, Will. We were gonna go up to a section close to that hotel, and then we were gonna work our way down that riprap. So that is our game plan. We will do that, and we will see what exactly the Canadian Air Force is out here doing their, I don't know, their training or something. Did I tell you guys that I was sore? Guys, sometimes you gotta remember that you are no longer a young buck. But also, maybe you're not a young buck because you're not running around like you were a young buck as often. So maybe that's just, that feeds on itself. Let me take a look here, guys. You know what's odd? This map looks a little different than the map in the front. I now see what I would like to look at. All right, we're in 6 feet. This should drop off a little bit. Actually, it comes up a little bit. Let's pick Silver's butt up a little bit. It comes up pretty shallow right here. Derek said, quit crying. Bro, you must be new to the Rodcast, dog. I've described many times that Mexicans are not allowed to cry. The only time a Mexican can reasonably shed a tear is during death. Other than that, the tears shall remain in the eye to be utilized as lubrication and lubrication only, not as a method of expression, emotional expression. Okay, let's see here. Dang it, bros. I just remembered we do not have a Leatherman. Oh no, bro. That's for informational purposes only, dog. So, Derek, are you talking about when it comes to basketball, you run circles around these guys? Is that what your statement is leading me to believe? That in terms of basketball, you run circles around these guys. Is that correct? Let's raise up the motor. Okay, Derek, well, my suggestion to you, though, you know, I don't say that I'm a basketball expert, but my suggestion to you is that your energy and efforts would be more, they would be better suited to not run circles around them, but like on the defensive side, stay in front of them and move and cut their path off in this direction or that direction, whatever the case may be. But you see, as you run circles, you allow them an opening. It's basically like double dutch. They're waiting for you to run back around, and they're like, oh, straight path to the basket. And then you're over here running circles, player, and they're already making baskets. And I think as we get older, bro, our equilibrium or our ability to keep from getting dizzy, it lessens. So that's why when you're older, you get dizzy on the teacups and stuff. When you were younger, you wouldn't. So if you are running circles around these guys, you have a higher likelihood of, you know, just getting yourself dizzy, and then you're gonna be like, whoa, players, what's going on here? And they'll be like, look, old head, you just need to sit down, bro. This game ain't for you. So, I mean, I'm just telling you from a outsider's perspective, watching and understanding your comment, running circles around somebody is probably not gonna be a great, at least defensive technique. Now, maybe you can run circles and then find your way to the basket for a layup, potentially, who knows? But I'm just saying from the defensive perspective, if I was your coach, I'd be all like, yo, dog, quit running circles and just running straight lines, player. Be a lot more effective. It would be a lot more effective than running circles around these vatos. But just one dude's basketball perspective. All right, guys, we are gonna run down this riprap. This riprap has been known to have a BBL or two. You will have to deal with traffic, the sounds of traffic, but it is a small price to pay. Hey, Derek, my knee's a little bit sore. Let's turn the camera to the best perspective. Okay. I would, but I can't see the hotel manager, player, so I'm going to have to pass on that. Rub some Ben Gay on it. Bro, I don't even have a Leatherman, bro. What makes you think I have Ben Gay on the boat? I don't trust my spot lock anymore. My spot lock is stupid. It's gonna put Silver's butt into the water. I mean, into the rocks. All right, guys, this right here looks like a Little John. A Little John on Little Don's chatterbait. And it is a feisty Little John. Holy moly, Little John, relax. It's gonna be okay. All right, this is a little fatty. Man, if only my knees and my legs weren't sore, I could, oh, dude, use this fishing rod as a instrument to catch fish rather than a walking stick. All right, guys, let's weigh this. This just looks like a Little John. A low Little John. Don's chatterbait strikes again. This is definitely a Little Juan. This is as close to a Little John as you can get, but this fish is just a Little Juan. This is orale, bro. That's all it is. It had a fat... Hey, what happened to my trailer, dog? Dudes, this guy stole my trailer. I was about to throw it out like this. I would have probably still caught a fish because this is Don's chatterbait, dogs. You'll still catch a fish on this. Oh, I gotta get a trailer out. Oh, I gotta bend down. Oh, my legs. Oh, my legs. All right, let's see where the trailers are. That fish, guys, weighed. You know what, guys? Let's go with a gray, with a little bit of a gray trailer right here. We are using the Yamamoto D shad. I was using a totally white one, but this one has a little bit of gray to it. So we'll throw that. I mean, why? Because we just caught one and it would make total sense to change it. I mean, it doesn't, but that's what we're gonna do. This was a totally white chatterbait setup. I don't know what happened to that plastic, but it's gone. We'll throw that into the floor worms. Now we are gonna throw this gray with a white bottom kind of situation right there. Gotta make sure that this is lined up correctly. And there we go, guys. Now we have the chatterbait back in the game. That fish, guys, weighed 2 pounds. 15 ounces. It was close to being a Little John. It had a fat belly, but it was just, sadly, a Little Juan. Do I live stream every day? Every day I'm hustling. I do usually live stream every day, but we are on some kind of streak here, and one day